When we think about love, it often feels like we're measuring something, doesn't it? We wonder if the love we give can be bigger than the love we've received. You might be starting to explore relationships on a deeper level, thinking about your family, friendships, and romantic connections in new ways. The idea that we can love more than we were loved is an interesting one, and it's also a question that has no simple answer. But let's dive into it together and reflect on what this really means. First, let's start with a basic truth. Love is not always a simple exchange or a math equation. It's not like a bank account where you can deposit a certain amount and expect that it will be returned in equal measure. Love is more complex. It's about how we connect with others, how we understand their needs, how we give and receive, and how we build trust, understanding, and care. The question of loving more than we were loved often comes from our own experiences. Sometimes we feel that we've been loved in ways that felt insufficient or incomplete, and we wonder if we're capable of loving more than we received. It's natural to question this because, after all, we want to give the best parts of ourselves to others. It's also easy to assume that our ability to love might be limited by what we've experienced in the past. But here's a thought: we can absolutely love more than we were loved, and we do it all the time. Why? Because love isn't just about what we've been shown. It's also about what we choose to offer. You might not have received the kind of love you hoped for in the past, but that doesn't mean you're bound by those limitations. Instead, you get to create your own kind of love. You get to define it by what feels right to you and by what you believe is worth offering others. There's also something really powerful in this idea. You don't have to love others in the same way that you were loved. Sometimes, when we don't feel like we were loved well, we gain the wisdom to understand what love truly should look like. We can take the lessons we've learned, whether from our family, friends, or partners, and make sure we love in a way that's nurturing, compassionate, and giving. In that sense, the love we offer can be an act of healing and growth, both for ourselves and for those around us. Loving more than we were loved isn't just about quantity. It's also about the quality of that love. You might have been shown love that was inconsistent, conditional, or even hurtful at times. But that doesn't mean your ability to love is forever tied to those experiences. In fact, loving more can be about showing kindness, understanding, and patience. It's about offering empathy even when it wasn't given to you. It's about showing up for others in ways that you may not have been shown up for, and being willing to create a space of care where it might have been lacking before. But let's be honest, loving more than we were loved can also be a challenge. Sometimes we may find ourselves feeling resentful or discouraged because the love we give doesn't seem to be returned in the way we expect. We might wonder if we're giving too much, if we're not getting enough in return. It's important to remember that love doesn't always look the way we expect it to. It doesn't always come in equal measures, and sometimes we have to let go of the idea that love must be balanced perfectly to be valuable. Even if it feels like you've given more than you've received, that doesn't make your love any less meaningful. The love you give can still change lives, including your own. It's also important to recognize that loving more than we were loved can be an act of self-discovery. When we open ourselves up to giving more love, we also learn about our own capacity for growth, compassion, and forgiveness. We might discover new things about what makes us feel whole and what makes us feel connected to others. And as we give, we often receive something unexpected in return, a deeper sense of joy, fulfillment, and connection. Love can teach us that we are capable of more than we thought. At the same time, it's also crucial to know that it's okay to set boundaries and take care of yourself when loving others. Loving more doesn't mean giving up your own needs or losing yourself in the process. The best love is balanced, where both you and others feel seen, heard, and respected. You deserve to be loved in ways that feel nurturing and supportive, and if that's not happening, it's okay to make changes in your relationships. Loving more doesn't mean sacrificing your well-being for the sake of others. So can we love more than we were loved? Yes, we absolutely can. The love we give has the potential to be limitless, regardless of what we've received in the past. And that love can help us heal, grow, and create deeper connections with others. It's not about keeping score. It's about being open to what's possible, even when it feels like we've been through difficult experiences. In the end, love is a choice to give, to show up, to be vulnerable, and to offer kindness even when it's hard. And while we can never control how others love us, We can always choose to love in a way that reflects our own values and hopes for the world. Keep showing up, keep loving, and trust that the love you give will make a difference, not just for others, but for you, too.